Welcome to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, home of the Panthers, in a program built on the backs of legends like Tony Dorsett, Hugh Green, Mark May, and Mike Ditka. Give it the toughness that is epitomized by anyone who plays in the Steel City. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Mustangs will put toe to leather to crank us up. Fair catch called for and made. Line gets set, first down. The give to the tailback. Picks up a useful 5-yard. The Steel City might be most associated with this legendary NFL franchise, but people here in Pittsburgh know that the ties to the Panthers run deep. Glad to have you with us here at Acrisure Stadium, home to the Pittsburgh Panthers. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll give it to the back. Dances away from one. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They're going to ride this running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's complete to the right. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking for a crease. It's Goff. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down and shoot. And I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Yeah, that's what my old college coach used to call red snooping. Little QB sneak. Just get it, tuck your head down, drive those legs, get the first.
And the Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, looking for the completion. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Got it past the marker. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
And this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him. And you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
Pittsburgh trying to put a touchdown on the board in this red zone trip. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The pirouette on the run. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
Wide receiver shows motion. Direct snap. Running with power. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not a really huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
This quarterback part of their running game. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
You know, we talked about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there getting set. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Gonna run it. It's Carroll. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Got it in the middle. It's Booker. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. They're going to run it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Mustangs in the hurry-up. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. And it's on the ground. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The RPO, fire complete to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Hauls it in. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. This defense really has their hands full, guys. They got to play with great eye discipline because they don't know who's going to be keeping the football in the run game. And that time, you saw the QB. He was able to kind of skirt his way to get some positive yards.
Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Pittsburgh will come to the line with a first and goal. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Just when they're looking run, now up top. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this run. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Ball in the air, intercepted!
You know, quarterbacks do not stare down receivers, especially when thrown over the middle of the field. You've got to look these safeties off. That was going to be a small window to throw into anyway, but staring at that wide receiver made the safety's job so much easier.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is.
Makes the grab down the left side. Touchdown, Panthers. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Appalachian State has been able to call its shots offensively. As impressive a performance as I've seen from this group in some time. They're up 14 over James Madison. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds his man. It's Carroll. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. The coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that pass intercepted. Got room on the return. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
21, SMU, 0.
The Mustangs will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He'll do it himself. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
To the air, it's Holstein. He'll pull it down. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Let's go. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He's all the way down to the 3, showed it all on that run.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
Easy. 6-9-1, gain a score. Flip it, flip it. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? To the ground with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. Touchdown, Pitt! And the route is on.
3rd and goal situations, these are so hard as a defense, so little room to be able to give an inch at all, and you know when he goes under center, there's a good chance quarterback sneak's coming, and the offense does it and successfully gets the touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. He's going to pass. Fires to the right. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that run play.
Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. And the Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Single back formation, and they give it to it. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They'll run it to the right. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Might as well stick with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Wants to throw on third down. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Mustangs. On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Pittsburgh 28, SMU 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Right back to it. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. To the air, it's Holstein. Using his feet to buy time. Pass on the way, it's picked off. At the 40, there he goes. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, SMU. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Appalachian State is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. And, man, they're taking advantage right now.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but the sweep pulling catch is plenty to give him a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Fast motion from the offense. The give and tick, 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 tick. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Nice job by the defense there, getting a stop on the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage. We know they've been burned a few times early in this game by the QB run, but they weren't going to let it happen there.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Ready up. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Makes the grab on the left. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. On a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
He'll take it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd and eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Pittsburgh.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit.
On the field goal.
Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been